Hey, I recently made this bookshelf right here. Is that wide? Yeah. Made that bookshelf. Got some nice figuring on it. And I made a couple of bookends. I took some pieces of wood and I sanded down the bark and it made a little design. So we're going to use those as some bookends there. And today, downstairs, I have a couple of beams, old wooden beams that were given to me, and I'll make a bowl and see what the grain of the wood looks like. And so I thought I'd video the process a little bit because it'd be fun. Here we go. Yes, and my workspace is super dirty. I need to clean up. What a disaster. Everything just flows from one project to another. And so under here is the beams I was talking about. I'm going to cut a section of that and round it off, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, here's the subject. I cut off a piece of that beam that we had there, and I don't have it exactly centered, but it'll be all right. It's just a test piece anyhow. And those look like it has some nice grain there, though. You never know what you might show up with or come up with, and or what's going to show through. And I'm going to try to use different tools to see what works best. You just kind of have to feel your way through sometimes. I'm starting off with this big guy, which is a rough and gouge. So it's going to spin like this, and I'm going to come at it as an angle, and I'm going to try to round off some of these corners here, and we'll start making this square block round. And I have to go relatively low RPMs to start off with because it's not balanced. And let's see what we got here. Hold on a second, I gotta find my gloves. Because sometimes those wood chips hurt coming off of here, and sometimes they're hot too. So. That worked. Yeah, the balance of that is much better now. See if I can smooth some of these edges here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sand that down. That'll be real good. Got some tear out and whatnot, but I was hoping the beam was made out of oak or something, but it looks like it's just pine. But that's all right. It's a lot of wood to work with and to do things with. Let me shape the end here, and I'll shape it into a little bowl. Maybe I should make myself a big old mug. No, it's got a split in it. I can't. Well, I could fill it, but now it's too much trouble. I'll make a little bowl. Put some odds and ends in on my shelf over there. Just a little holder. Why not? So I'm going to flatten the end, and then I'm going to shape it. This kind of helps bring out a little bit of color of the grain in the wood. And it's an oil, so it kind of penetrates and preserves a little bit. It's really nice. Really helps you see where you need more sanding. And once I put the sanding sealer on it, it'll sand a lot smoother. This just kind of brings out the color before I do all that. There you go. We went from a block of wood to something semi-round and semi-interesting, and just with a little TLC and a whole lot of sanding and coating with stuff and everything, it'll shape up. I just thought it would maybe be interesting for Dad and Mama and Papa and Mima to see a little bit of that, and to thank you for all my birthday presents. I sure appreciate it.